Hey everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in today's video. So today we have a very interesting question. So we have a table called employee salary history table, and a few employees we have and their respective previous years like 2020, 21, 22, 23, and their respective salaries. Okay, so basically this is his employee salary history table. Okay, so in this table what we have to find, we are supposed to find the which employee is getting increment every year. Okay, as you can see the arrow, in 2020 he joined the organization with a salary of 6 lakh. In next year 2021 his salary went up to 6 lakh 80,000. Then in 2022 the salary goes 7 lakh 50,000, and then 2023 now the salary is 8 lakh 40,000. So he's getting increment every year. Again Priya, so the salary she joined is 7 lakh 20,000. In 2021 7 lakh 20,000, that means no increment. Okay, first year she got no increment. In 2022 she got hike to 7 lakh 80,000, and after that Rahul 2020 5 lakh 50, then 5 lakh 90, then 5 lakh 70. In 2022 he got decrease in salary. All right, okay, so that's the data we have, and now we have to find what are the employees we have who's getting increment every year. Okay, so we have created this table. Okay, and now what we have to do, we will write the logic. And what is the logic? First of all, it's all about comparison, previous values or the next values. Okay, so as per to you. So now we are going to write the logic. The logic will be the analytical functions we're going to use, and in the analytical function we're going to use leg function. So we are going to compare the previous values. Okay, all right, so leg salary. Okay, now over, and the partition by, in the partition by we're going to put employee ID, and order by salary. Okay, order by we're going to put year. Okay, so this is the table we have. Okay, so now what is this? This is R of the previous year salary. So now we're going to rename this column as previous year salary. Okay, so this is the table with the previous year salary, new column we have added in this table. Okay, so now we have the current year salary, previous year salary, current year salary, previous year salary, current year salary, previous year salary. Okay, so now what is the logic here? So now we are going to check, we are comparing these two columns like salary and the previous year salary. If this salary is greater than this column, if this column is greater than this column, so that means this person is getting increment every year. Like so now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna assign some values. Okay, like if the current year salary is greater than the previous salary, that means 1. And if the previous year salary is null, that means 1. Okay, so select from CTE. Okay, asterisk. Now case when salary is greater than previous year salary, then 1. When okay, then 1. Okay, when previous year salary is null, then 1. Okay, else 0, and as increment salary. Okay, Arav is getting 1 1 1 1 1, and Priya getting 1 1 1 1, Rahul getting 1 1 1 0, and 1 1 1. Okay, so there are 2 zeros and everybody is getting 1 1. So now what we can do here is, so as you can see, if we can group by this column name, and we can find the minimum value of this salary column. Okay, so if we'll get the minimum value of this column, what we'll get 1, and what will get the minimum value of this column 0, and what will get the minimum value of this column? 0. So what we can do here is, so we can filter out the values. So whenever we have a like this situation, so we can filter using aggregate functions, and we can use that values. So let's create another CTE as select from CTE to, okay, now employee name only, okay, now employee name and minimum what, increment salary, okay. So this is the first step, sorry, group by. Okay, 1 0 0 1, okay. So we got the minimum value. So now what we can do here is having, because we have used the aggregate function equals to 1, okay. So now we have another way to do this, okay, like Arav and Sneha, okay. So as you can see, Arav and Sneha got the increment every year, okay. So apart from this having minimum, what we can do here is we can use sum also, okay. So like let me do one more thing, sorry, remove this group by, and okay, so let me get the whole table, okay. So now what we can do here is we can add these values, okay, like 1 2 3 4 5, okay. If we have the 5, like whatever we have the values and whatever we have the rows, like if this table is matching with the count value, employee name r of count would be 4, okay, 1 2 3 4, then the sum of this increment salary would be 4, so 4 equals to 4, that means true, okay. So let me do this, employee name like sum increment salary, okay. So this could be the analytical logic, and having group by employee name, okay. So first of all, let's run this 4 4. Now what we can do here is how to filter these values dynamically, okay, having sum increment salary equals to count, okay. I don't want to hard code any value like having sum equals to this or that, okay. So I just want to uh, make it dynamically, okay. So Arav and Sneha 4 4, because we have the total number of rows of each employee is 4, so now whatever the calculation it could be, so it will be due accordingly, like we have 4 rows and the sum is happening 4 times, so that is should be same, okay. 4 rows and repetition of the sum is also 4 times, so that is the thing, all right. So that's how we build the logic, and if you have a better solution than this, so please share it with me, and that's it for today, and kindly subscribe this and keep learning, all right. Thank you so much, good night.